2022. And here's another car right here. They're showing it, making it the coolest thing. You just get in and it drives you, blah, blah, blah. So the future of 5G networks. For the Internet of data age, 5G and artificial intelligence will be the key to power the next age of consumer technology. We're seeing the first commercial developments of 5G in the U.S., South Korea, and China. And we'll get to South Korea in a second here. Countries need spectrum, and the fullest expression of 5G operates low, mid, and high band. The higher band, either 28 or 39 gigahertz, being used by telecommunications is known as millimeter wave, 28 to 39 gigahertz. And that is the new hot topic within the 5G spectrum. The way 5G is structured across these bands, it's going to take different antennas and transceivers. You'll have very small cells, steerable antennas, and beam forming, which all relates to millimeter wave. CTA believes that 5G mobile device production will increase quickly over the next 6 years. Where there are a limited number of 5G handsets for deployment this year, there'll be a drastic increase by 2020. 2021, 40% of all smartphones and wired devices will be 5G. 2022, the number jumps to 74%. By 2025, the market will reach 100% saturation of 5G. And also this pairs with geoengineering folks. The whole scalar wave technology in the skies they're using is going to be pairing with this to keep us in a very sickly, very controlled environment. And here's their pods and whatnot. So you can see this whole technology is very advanced, very sophisticated, and these millimeter waves, they're also putting cables under the ground. So this is why they're clearing all the trees, because they have to have high, super high millimeter wave communications direct without any interference whatsoever.
Separate the truth from the lies. From underneath the Noonan, Georgia, heavily chemtrailed, sun-simulated sky, you're about to receive another dose of the shock treatment. I don't know if I gave this enough attention, 5G, but I have to revisit it. And the information I'm going to leave with you, the link is excellent. It's from A Plain Truth, Jamie Lee's channel on YouTube. Check it out, A Plain Truth. But the stuff that he's talking about is the stuff that, you know, I've covered and other people have covered too in the truth community. Stuff that's not being mentioned on mainstream, even in fake news or mainstream media in general. And that's the detriments of 5G and what's going on behind the scenes. I mean, just tonight on Fox, I mean, Sean Hannity mentioned that with Newt Gingrich was talking about 5G, that China's ahead of us. And we can't have that. We can't lose the battle with 5G. So they're ramping it up, and what they're doing is they're cutting down trees. They're getting ready to put small towers on lamp posts and underneath manhole covers, according to this information, and also giant towers, of course, especially in the rural areas, to reach them over there, to zap them, you know. And this is going to be nothing but slow frog boil, but it's going to be quicker than the slow frog boil that we've had up until now. This is nothing. 4G's got nothing on 5G, especially as far as the detriments and what it's going to do to wildlife, insects, people. No insects, no people. No trees, no people. Don't we need the trees? He posed the question. Of course we do. Carbon dioxide, anybody? We breathe it out. They breathe it in. They give us oxygen. God knew what he was doing when he made this balance of nature and man, between nature and man. He knew what he was doing, but this is what man is doing. And Jesus will come back to put a stop to those who are destroying the world. But right now they are destroying it. And they plan on destroying life. According to Deagle.com, about 225 million or so Americans will not be here by 2025. Isn't that funny? Because coincidentally, by 2025, according to Jamie Lee, that in the information he's presenting, that we'll reach 100% saturation of 5G. In other words, billions of devices, all of everything connected, everything. Smart cities, tracked. Smart pavement, you're tracked. Smart cars, tracked. Your smartphone, you're tracked. Smart appliances, tracked. Are you getting it now? Are you connecting the dots? There's nothing smart really about this. It's smart for them. They're smart for doing what they've done. They've duped the populations into getting these gadgets and buying more and more of it so they could track you. So they can listen. What was it, Samsung that admitted that they can eavesdrop and watch you from the TV? Are you kidding me? And so smart pavement, when they say they're doing it to synchronize the lights and make sure the traffic lights go better, no. They know what they're doing with the self-driving cars. That people can go, ooh, that's wonderful. Right? So you get in there, and if they don't like you, big brother, well, you check your social media. You a Trump supporter? Are you against the deep state? Oh, no. Right turn, right off the bridge, into the river. Oh, you lost control. Film at 11, right? You're going to... Think about this, folks. Think about it. They're going to do away with, pretty much force everyone to get rid of their olden days, put it in quotes, inanimate objects. Because they want to have it where you have smart everything. Smart furniture, probably. I mean, what's next? I mean, we got smart TVs. Of course there's going to be smart furniture. Smart clothing. I mean, there's no telling what they could do with the smartness. And, you know, I'm going to take a step out of the box. I'm going to dig deep here. I've never came across any information about this, just my imagination. What's to say if they don't do a push for smart clothing that, you know, somehow the technology that they have that the unawares are going to be unaware of, if they don't like you, they can, I don't know, release some kind of compound it's made with, some kind of nanotechnology that all of a sudden you don't feel so well. You know? I don't know. I was just starting to think about that. Like, what if they made clothes that can actually shrink on you and basically squeeze you to death? I mean, who's to say? I don't know how far, but it's going to go far. I mean, all this stuff is going to tie into the Internet of Things. He's talking about these cars being able to, these smart cars, 5G cars, going to be able to communicate with each other, communicate with the infrastructure. I mean, communicate with everything. So it's all going to be tied in the Internet of Things, the Li-Fi, the LED lights that people buy. That, thanks to Obama, did away with pretty much the incandescent lights, and if you can get them, they're not very good. They don't last as like they used to. So we're in for this. This is the beast system rising. Of course, they're going to package the 5G. You can download that 2-hour movie, and guess what, folks? 3.6 seconds, as opposed to what? 6 minutes now? You can't wait 6 minutes. 6 minutes? 6 minutes? Dougie Fresh, you're on. You cannot wait 6 minutes, Doug. We have to get it now in 3.6 seconds. We truly are the microwave society. The microwave, that's exactly how ironic. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? That we will, the society will, the world will be getting literally microwaved with these millimeter waves. Gee, is 5G a good thing or is it a bad thing? It's going to tie everything to the Internet of Things, including that giant LED light up in the sky, the eye in the sky. Think about it, folks. This is some heavy stuff. It's dangerous. They're going to disguise it as trees. They're going to attach these things to your lampposts. What about that school that had one of these cell towers by it, and the kids are getting the C word that rhymes with answer? You think we have an epidemic now? We ain't seen nothing yet. Nothing. On the current course. Add the chemtrails, the geoengineering that's part of this satanic system. The cell towers, zap. I mean, it's getting, they're turning it up. They're turning it up to full throttle now. And the AI, robots, right? Robots, all tied into this. Everything. Automation, self-driving. Are you going to get a self-driving car? Do you really need a self-driving car? Do you really need that refrigerator that says you're out of eggs? You can't tell you're out of eggs? How lazy can we get? That's going to be the death of society, the laziness. Get up and go check. You need eggs. You might need some milk. You don't need a computer, smart appliance telling you need that. And it's dumbing everybody down because they can't even think for themselves. As AI gets smarter, as the population decreases, depopulation, Georgia Guidestones. Folks, wake up. They're putting cables in our neighborhood now. This here says that they need to put cables underground. Fiber. I think he used the word fiber. Well, what are they putting down? Why do they got to put more cables down in our neighborhood? Why are they digging it all up? They're marking everything up to let them know, AT&T and them, to know where to put the cable. What is where, right? Is that why they got the flags there? To let them know what is already in the ground so they don't dig that part up? Huh. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 5G coming to a neighborhood near you. Zap, zap, unless you put your foot down and we all get on the same page and say, like the chemtrails, we do not consent. Click the link below from A Plain Truth 2. Until next time, you receive the shock treatment.